I forgot I need to go get some help. What should I? Really?
Captain, I have been idling and awaiting
How far we've come.
for some time.
It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery?
What? Whoa, hello? What did I just get flipped around like that? I don't remember who this is. Like, I remember the mission, but like, what?
You see, they will get no more.
Did he just die? He just killed himself. My boy, I'm back.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays?
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
So he didn't come quietly then, as I suspected. I presume you have evidence of this.
Yeah, man, I got your evidence. Yeah, I found this. His ID.
Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xenoweapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit.
I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate terrormorphs.
Huh?
At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people
What
to
creature
work
that is eating them? What eats terrormorphs?
Well, 8. They went extinct a few decades back. A big lumbering thing called an Aceles. Something I'd love to learn more about, if we had the people to look into it.
Well, speaking of people, yo, they on their way.
That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis.
No belly mechanicus.
Voice. Controls. Unlocked. Attempting to resume. Attempting to
Packed shielding. Visual systems. Damage within acceptable limits. Thank you for your aid. I must resume my mission. Please step aside.
Hey man, bad news for you, but good news. Your mission got suspended. Hadrian need you back.
Major Sanon will have to wait.
Why is a robot so
My
fucking
mission,
stubborn, bro?
although previous attempts to disarm the weapon have been unsuccessful. Additional support may allow me to complete my active mission more quickly, allowing me to leave this place.
Hey man, the galaxy is at risk, bro. We ain't got time to do your little side mission.
Request denied. My current mission requires completion. Will you provide
I got no
support?
choice. Alright, what's the mission?
My mission is the disarmament of Unit XW-99. Designation Siren. Nearest final active Xeno weapon, 99 has proven a far more formidable adversary than its peers. Will you aid me with disarmament?
Yeah, let's go.
Follow me.
Oh, he got it.
Elimination in progress.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanon, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion. Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinium. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with.
So the problem we're up against is vast. Terrormorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking.
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terrormorphs, the Asylees?
Yeah, I remember.
Apparently, they were bloodhounds for terrormorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asylees were chosen to fill in the gaps.
We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course.
What the hell is that?
Using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected.
We got a terrormorph up in here too. Oh my, these people are insane. They got a terrormorph. They got. Oh my god. 2 terrormorphs. 3.
Howdy.
They got 3 terrormorphs. Oh my god. These people are insane.
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this?
Yeah, let's go.
Then let's get this show on the road.
Oh my god, this thing melts.
They're all dominated. Clean them out and keep an eye out for the more control. It's here! It's here!
Oh, whoa, buddy. It's good. Where did he come from? Why is he invisible?
Surrounded. All around. No way out.
Damaged.
Watch out!
My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only. What's happening? Captain, have you seen this?
So that's what make the terrormorphs.
Oh my god. The heat leeches are terrormorphs. You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind.
No, I
That
seen it.
heat leech became a terrormorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terrormorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terrormorphs move between planets.
Yeah, that's feels like a pretty major discovery.
Pretty major is right. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terrormorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, could someone have set that up?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
What a grenade, nigga. Yo, is Hadrian even attacking this thing? Oh, excuse me.
Injury sustained.
All right.
It is a patch. This suggests with high certainty terrormorphs on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
Yeah, it means the Lazarus plant was used to trigger an attack on New Atlantis and the place I found you about to die at.
Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test, someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the terrormorphs. These attacks, I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
Yeah, I question the terrormorphs attack too, because right when we having a meeting, they pop up. That's questionable.
They certainly were.
I don't
But
want to
having
remember
this
that.
answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
It could be anybody. It could be anybody. I have no clue. Don't want to just start throwing names out there with no
Can't believe it.
evidence.
Makes two of us. A lot of possibilities,
But
but no
Varun,
clear answer.
dude got a lot of
Let's
plants
save
in
the
his
discussion
house.
for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more terrormorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
Don't.
Attention.
Oh my, that's a level 44.
Look at all of you, back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there, but it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion?
Yep, Kaiser got all the samples.
Best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vay Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
Yes, plenty of suspects.
That's putting it lightly.
But it's clear someone knows about the plant and realized what ends it could be put towards. Captain, we need to get these samples back to the lab and verify we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terrormorphs. But in the interim, do you think you could look into what we uncovered? See if you can turn up any information on who might have committed the attacks?
If it were me, I'd start at the scene of the crime, New Atlantis.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that anyway. I already got some ideas who could have been involved.
Perfect. Once you've finished your investigation, we'll meet you outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to hear this. Take care of yourself. No telling who might be involved.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
I don't know. Tell me about your time in Londinian.
I haven't been to Londinian in many years. some way I could be of assistance? Were you able to recover what you were looking for?
Oh, we did. Yeah, we found what we was looking for and a lot more.
Good news then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the terrormorphs, no?
We found a recording of you discussing the use of terrormorphs as a weapon.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
So you don't know anything about the attacks? That's what you're telling me?
Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing? So I'd very much appreciate your agreement to not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we?
I don't plan on telling you. Plan on telling anyone. I just want to know the truth.
You want to hear the words then? I did it. The terrormorph attacks on Tau City, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Who you been working with?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
I like the way you think. Also, you see a deadly weapon, you gotta use it on them.
Not a bad thought. But no. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's terrormorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
Why you didn't trust anybody in the UC?
These were the final days of the colony war, Captain. The Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. I was concerned that if word got out, the Collective could swoop down, start breeding Lazarus plants, and overrun our worlds with waves of terrormorphs. Just like what was happening on Londinian at that very moment. Sealing off the city to prevent mass death? It was the only option that made sense at the time.
Bet a few people knew about it.
Precisely. In that moment, I couldn't allow another dangerous variable to be added to an already catastrophic war.
So how the hell did he
But
survive?
then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orleza's role in the attacks to the cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlez and Orlez alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't promise anything. Because your daughter might snitch on you. Me? I don't know what I'm gonna tell the cabinet.
Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the acyles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terrormorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
I'm not a snitch. It was Reginald. He perpetrated the attacks.
Orlays? Reginald Orlays? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive. You're sure it was him?
Yeah, evidence on its way as we speak.
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlays now? Were you able to bring him in?
I tried to bring him in, but he killed himself instead of coming peacefully.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those sorts of missions are always tough.
Oh, you sorry? I didn't know him.
Why he might have done it?
Okay, she's not.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the terrormorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
Who's that second report from?
This report comes from a particularly confidential source both you and I are familiar with, yes. Among the reasons its findings are so alarming. Now, is it true? Was the attack on New Atlantis planned?
Yeah, but we found the culprit.
The second report claims to know the perpetrator as well. Did Reginald Orlays actually commit these attacks, Captain?
Yes, it was Ollie's. Oh man, I feel so wrong for lying, but I ain't gonna snitch on the brother.
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down just after our trip to Londinian.
Reginald Orlays? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orlays might have been involved in the attacks?
What are you suggesting?
Only that it would have been preferable if you'd managed to find him before he murdered UC citizens. Now, are you going to answer the question for me or not? Did you already suspect Orlays?
No, this was bringing in a known criminal.
Well, it appears you were ahead of the curve. This report contains definitive evidence Orlays triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant the Captain and Major Sinan uncovered.
Simply heroin.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's justice, it seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with before he could strike again. You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the Cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Let's use a micro robe.
Glad to see someone's not afraid of a little applied genetics.
I don't even remember
Science
what
Division
happened.
is in full agreement.
And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately.
Y'all probably fucked
Today
up.
marks day one for the United Colonies Terrormorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the three of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Okay, that's it for this mission. Oh man, that was something, wasn't it? That was something, wasn't it? Oh man. Woo-hoo. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.